So I'm doing another video yet again on my Signs, Cures, and Witcheries book by Gerald Milnes. I keep saying Cures, Signs, and Witchery because it sounds better. I don't know. But there's I'm almost done with it, but I went back to look at it, the idea of granny grease. I've never heard of it. I know there's tons of different herbal remedies. One of the guys in the book that the author interviewed said he had in his lifetime, he was like near 100, I think, um, had worked with 900 different plants and herbs or herbal remedies and all that. And I'm like, it's pretty, like something where I want to get someday. Um, but Granny Grease, I guess, it's a salve, but I have to have it in front of me because there's different recipes in here. It doesn't tell you how much to use of each though, so it's kind of like a trial and error. But it goes first. It's talking about what a plaster is and how they use that to cure. And a plaster is basically a cloth soaked in a certain remedy. But they said in here that Granny Grease was made with lamp oil, turpentine, camphor, and hog lard. And then you put it on a piece of flannel, and then you use it. You rub it into the body so that the heat helps absorb it and make it more of a liquid. And this was used for cold and for chest pain and congestion. So you would rub it into the chest right here in different places. Another recipe I'm going to read from here. One of the people that the author, interviews a lot is a woman named Debbie. And she sounds really interesting, the stories that she's telling that she's seen and different things that she's done herself. Her recipe was rosin, Rosin, beeswax, mutton tallow, linseed oil, and camphor. And I'm gonna see. I've never heard of rosin before. I might have it. Maybe it's a different name. But I'm gonna try and get these ingredients myself so I can make this recipe because I like to experiment with home remedies better than buying store-bought stuff because there's always something in there that irritates my skin or doesn't agree with me. Yeah. So there's a little thing right here too that you say when a rhyme to help you remember. I love this the folklore in this book, and because there's to help because it's all most an oral tradition, so they make little rhymes and little things like that to help people remember um, the ingredients or things to say with something. And this one has beeswax and mutton tallow make a good plaster. If you rub it in, it'll work a little faster. So using the heat and everything helps your body absorb it. And a lot of the times when they're doing healing, they'll like they talk about stopping the blood if somebody's bleeding to death or their nose is bleeding or something smaller like that. There's different proverbs or songs that a person would say, and they usually what I consider is invoking the, uh, the like the Trinity. They don't call it that. They call it the Big Three, I think. Um, so God, the Son, and the Spirit, or the Holy Ghost. Um, and it's really interesting. I wish I could see this in action. I really do. But I'm gonna. With this one, I haven't seen anything that you say with it other than maybe the little thing I just talked about right now. Um, but I really, when I do try it, I'll have to show you guys. I don't have a camera to go and show you me actually making it because all I have is this webcam. When I do make it, I'll let you know how it works. So yeah, interesting concept, Granny Grease. This is a short video. I just wanted to talk about it because I've never heard of it before. If anybody else has worked with it, let me know. I know we use camphor here for, my mom uses it a lot for muscle aches and everything. She has a different camphor sort of lotions and stuff because she was in a car accident a long time ago. So she uses it like on her back of her neck and everything to help release pain. She used it on me before as well. Camphor seems to have a lot of different things that it can do. And then I know I've made a floor wash out of it, and I burned it before, and it smells wonderful. My sister calls it minty incense to help cleanse and protect my home. But medicinal properties are always interesting as well. I should research how to actually use it. It comes like a little resin, but when I put it in oil before, it dissolves. So I wonder how I would, if I could put it in the linseed oil and have it dissolve before I make it. So if anybody's heard of Granny Grease before, I've made a stuff similar to this, please let me know. I want to know the, because experimenting, I have to experiment with all the stuff I make, so I don't sell you a product that doesn't work. It can get expensive experimenting, so let me know if you have recipes or anything. I'd like to hear them and hear how they really work in your neck of the woods. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching my little video.